What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Char. Come here with me. Come here with me. Yes, honey, you get the picture. What up, checkmates? Because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. If you are here under the sound of my voice, you might as well go ahead on out the chat and hit that like button if you have not. And you might as well subscribe because I promise you, you won't be disappointed. I see a couple comments coming through the screens. The best comment I saw so far before I decided to get all the rest of the comments and I got it posted right here. It made perfectly good sense to me. Why come on over here and make a public announcement that you tired of the show? Hell, we all tired of the show, but we ain't got to do nothing but exit stage left because we ain't put no pow to your head and made you stay here, child. We just trying to make sense of a couple things. And while we all aren't, into the show like we used to, it's content, it's interesting, and we got something we want to talk about it. We gonna call a thing, ace, and a spade, a spade. Stephanie, tell them again. Okay, so if you are done with the show and the bloggers, why make a comment? Just politely exit stage left and be blessed with your decision. Well, child, the church has said all, amen. All right. Shirley in the building. What's up, babes? Make it do what it do, what it do. Bella, I see you, babe. I see you. Cheryl, good evening, Char. What's up? Lee in the building. Make it do what it do, what it do. Jones in the building. Make it do what it do. What's up? Hey Cheryl, what's good? You guys are speaking to one another. Lee says 24 watching and 18 likes. Hit that like button. Coming into the chat. Yes, Gigi in the building says, hey Char, what's up, Gigi? Make it do what it do, what it do. I see you, Betty. What's up? Make it do what it do, what it do. Char, answer my email. Lee, I did answer your email. I responded to 2 of your emails. Tell me if you got them or did you send me another one today? If you send me another one today, I apologize. But if you didn't, I responded, babes. Mary, good afternoon, Sharmaz. What's up, Mary? Make it do what it do. Ooh, y'all coming in here like, say what, Char? Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Cynthia in the building. Hi. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We ain't sleep with you last night. Child of God, I see you, babes. Make it do what it do. Mary says, hey to Lee. I'm completely blacked out of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Just listen to the bloggers and reviews. Okay, Lee, I understand the assignment. You guys are speaking. Hi, Geneva. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I'm blacking out with you, my girl. I know that's right. Hi, Claudia. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Okay, I will check my email again. Okay, yeah, check it and let me know. But if you send me something else, I didn't see it today, but I'll go check it when I get off of here because you know I love you like times 10. All right, listen. I feel you, Mary White. We tired of Love and Marriage drama. Yeah, it's always some shenanigans. I feel like they be taking us on a merry-go-round upon the season premiere, but we here for whatever. That's why I incorporate other stuff with it so that we don't get boring with talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, child. Y'all see the thumbnail, child. It's so much going on the YouTube streets, baby. People sleeping with babies and babies getting married, and people letting people come for their husbands, and ain't got nothing to say about it. Friends turning up on husbands, wives ain't saying nothing. Mama's always in the business. Other people like say, what now? Other people like, I got the ball in my court, child. It's a whole lot of stuff going on in this thumbnail. But we here, we gonna talk about it, because why not? It's entertainment. It's entertainment. But just before I start, everything on this channel is alleged. I pray that you guys are having an amazing Thursday, as to I. If anybody's been here through the beginning, remember the young lady that I was talking about, Nikki plus 10 beautiful children? She had gotten the kids taken and all of this stuff. We're not going to talk about her because I don't want to. I feel like she's trying. She's doing, an okay job. We all could have some room for improvement, but she's doing an okay job. And recently, I'm only mentioning this because for all my prayer warriors, recently she made a post that her oldest daughter, which was like, I think her oldest daughter is like 19, 20, something like that. And basically it sounds like, and I don't have no proof because y'all know I'm not in these people's house, but it sounds like the daughter, once the kids got home, it sounds like the daughter became burnt out. And instead of her having a conversation with her mother, she just basically left. And the mom was really torn by that. She said she didn't know whether she was going to, something could have happened to her. She was crying like hysterically, like I could feel the pain as a parent, and your child don't show up home. So if you guys not interested in her content, that's fine. It might not be for everybody, but I say that she is a trying mother, at least in my opinion. However, if you guys missed that particular video, it says like Nile, we love you, or something like that. Come back home, or something like that. Go over there and send some prayers her way. I don't know if the young lady is back yet. I watched it yesterday, and as of yesterday, she was not back. But it sounds like the teenager got burnt out. And instead of her communicating that with her mom, she just took off. Like, I'm not coming back. Don't look for me. Don't check for me. You and your kids can go ahead about your business. And I'm not saying that she didn't love the kids. I'm not saying that. She just probably was, and she's going through her own stuff as a teenager. 19, 20, just graduating high school. Hell, you don't want to be stuck with your mom and 9 kids. And her mom's not leaving them with her, but you know how it go. The oldest kid always get the flag. Even when you're not leaving them with you, you are leaving them with you. You know what I mean? So sending prayers to Nikki plus the beautiful children, honey. Toodles to her. I just wanted to say that real fast. Claudia says, Char in chat. Cheryl says, okay, you guys are speaking. ADR, hi, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I feel you, Mary. Okay, we tired. Victoria in the building. Make us do what it do. Love, peace, and happiness. All for the blackout. Yes, I'm blacking out. Gigi said, I'm about to join y'all, honey. I'm about to join y'all. Everything is good. Okay, I saw that clip of Betty telling Mel to shut up. I could have slapped her myself. Oh, hey, Lee, let me tell you some real shit's naive. Let me tell you something. That wouldn't have worked well with me. I tell my peoples all the time, tone is everything to me. If you ever see somebody do something to me that, because I'm not an easily moved person. I just don't like people to use a bad tone on me. It really sends me somewhere that it's not a pleasant sight. But you would have never been sitting at the same table as me and telling me to shut up, cameras or no cameras. I would have made sure your lips was glued shut, period. Point blank. Okay. So I'm with you. Let's see. Cheryl says, to know your girl, I'm always blessed and not stressed. Okay, life is so good. I love it. I love it. Cynthia is sending prayers. Child of God is sending prayers. 40 watching and 28 likes, 7 minutes into the chat. Y'all almost there. Come on through, y'all. Come on through. Okay, let's pray for the family. Absolutely, Lee. I can appreciate it. That's why I told my checkmates about it. Because my checkmates be praying, okay? It hurt my heart. Y'all know I'm a big crybaby in general, but I understood her pain. Of course, we have some cruel people out there that can't see past all the damage and embarrassing things she may have done. Listen, right is right and wrong is wrong. And sometimes when things is already bad and out of control and spiraling out of control, we don't have to add the fire to the flame. You figure, deal me? It don't have to be that way. And I don't feel like that was a moment to punch on her. She probably left because you're laughing with the kid. That just wasn't a moment for that. She's more concerned in the video. She said she understands she need a break. She was going through some personal stuff that she wasn't going to share with YouTube. But she said that she didn't have to leave like that. People are kidnapping people. They chopping them up, putting them in freezers. She like, I just need to know that my baby okay. I haven't talked to her in 2 days. And then you had like the younger siblings like, I could find her on Roblox. And the other one's like, she got this kind of account. And all the accounts the children was mentioned, the mom didn't have no idea. So it was very sad to listen to. That's why I send it this way. You guys lift this family up in prayer, because if you go over there, you'll see what I'm talking about. It definitely needs to be some intervention so that everybody can understand everybody. But again, this mom was coming from a very concerned place, and my heart goes out to her. I ain't going to take this moment to beat her the hell up, honey. You can't be doing stuff like that. Let's see. Tone is everything. You better know it, honey. You better know it. Let's see. Grand Dummy did that fake interview. Listen, Cheryl, I was like, Martell, shut the hell up. This is the thing that makes it a little bit more complicated for me as a content creator. Sometimes I don't get to say what I'm really feeling, because you just gotta have some balance, right? So I gotta like juice it up a little bit and say what I'm saying, but not saying what I'm saying, kind of make it seem holified. But child, listen, he says that's what he said. He said that he made the decision along with Melody to get his kids off of off of TV. That's what they're gonna do right now. Now in my head, I'm thinking, dang on well, Melody did not make you make that decision, or it wasn't your bright idea. Because if I remember correctly, wasn't he just laying across the bed with Ariana live saying he had to get his children a YouTube channel? I heard him say it. If y'all heard it, put one in the chat. That's what he said. So when did you decide you want to keep them off of it? Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Sandra. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. No parent is perfect. Absolutely, Cynthia. And you'll see what I'm talking about when you guys go over there. Lee says, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We need to get to 5K for sure. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Sandra says, good evening. Hey, Sandra, how are you? And welcome to the chat. We ain't sleep with you last night. You better say that. I hope Martell did not get paid for those lives. Now, listen. Y'all know I got something to say. During this interview, he had a whole lot to say. And to be honest with y'all, I don't remember what the hell he was talking about, ever in the video I gave y'all yesterday, because it was fresh yesterday. But one of the things I do remember him saying is him and MommaD are getting back to a tight place. Now, I said, Martell, didn't she just dismiss you for trying to walk her to the car? She said, hell nah, you might try to get you some, or you might consider this as us working it out. So no, you can't walk me back to the car. So I said, MommaD really called him on the phone and said, now this is my questions to myself. Do I believe them? Absolutely not. But he had me going, y'all. And he had me going. He said, MommaD called me and said, Martell, are you suing me? And I said, dang, y'all getting real close back like that? She calling you up on the phone, bro. And listen, you ever hear a kid tell a story of a family that they want, but they don't have, so they tell all these fabricated stories? That's what Martell remind me of. He was telling a fabricated story of him and MommaD co-parenting, or where he would like for him and MommaD to be. Now, let me say this for all the ones that be like, y'all don't know these people. Y'all don't know these people. They ain't got this. They ain't got that. They probably is. MommaD probably is sleeping with him behind. You know, people always got. I delete so many comments off of here because y'all be talking dumb as hell. No, we don't know their personal bedroom life, but some things are just obvious. Did you not hear the lady on the stage when she said, I never thought that the father of my children, you would hate him so much? Did y'all not hear her? When that came from a place of hurt. That came from a place of no return. Who the hell is going to sleep with somebody they hate? Not me. Not me. You know what I mean? So when she said, you know, when people be in the comments talking about MommaD ain't perfect, you know, she probably still sleeping with him. She knows she want her husband back. No, the hell she don't. And I'm not saying that because I like her. Listen, y'all got to use basic knowledge. 1 + 1 has always been 2. Okay, so him saying MommaD called him up was all a fairy tale to me. He dreamed of MommaD calling him up and be like, hey, Martell, you mind if we meet at the park and talk? Hey, Martell, you mind if I drop the kids? Hey, Martell, I was a little bit close to your house for my performance tonight. You mind if I lay across that couch? Child, he waiting for those days. So he dreamed of these days that he's fairy telling or fabricating in his head. So I was tickled, to be honest with y'all. And when he said, you know, they won't be filming when they get older, I'm like, Martell, you're just trying to stop. And somebody mentioned it in the chat too. Martell, if that is true, because we don't know if it's true or not, it will be a situation where he's trying to stop Sugar Mama check. You know what I'm saying? MommaD, he's trying to stop the contributing to Sugar Mama. Okay, so if he says that the kids can't be on social media or television or anything of that nature, it doesn't stop MommaD's check, but it stops the contributing to her check. So he knows what he's doing. He's very calculated. Okay. Now my other question about this whole situation, and MommaD face here is saying it all. My other question would be this: did this man really pay him $3K to do this interview? Because I would have never, ever paid him $3K to do no interview. I want to know that he paid the $3K. Bro didn't seem like he had much questions. And here's the thing with interviewing. You have to go around and listen to all Martell prior interviews so that you're not asking the same questions over and over again. It becomes redundant, right? So I don't understand why people keep asking. If I would never pay the bro $3K. I wouldn't even give him 50 cents if you ask me. But I'll just watch you act the fool for $0. You know what I mean? I'll just watch you act the fool on TV because you do enough of that. And on social media too. You're always crying and whining like a straight sucker. All right. But with that being said, I would never, ever pay Martell $3K to do an interview. So the bro looked like he was stuck / afraid. And I'm not saying nothing about the interviewer because I don't know him personally. So let's not talk about the bro. I think he did a good job, you know, even to conduct the interview or even to get the interview. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't get an interview with a Martell Hope. And everybody not going to pay $3K either. But I do have some real questions. Like if you ever come across my video, did you really pay him $3K? I need to know. Can you answer my question? Like, because, you know, I want to know because my brother over there, Anthony, wanted to interview with him. And the person responded that every interview would be $3K. So if my brother from another mother couldn't get no interview and he's a darn good interviewer, I just want to know how you get an interview and how much did you pay when you got it? I got questions. Okay. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Let me see. I see them ones in the chat. Yeah. Let them know. Y'all remember that too. 63 watching and 49 likes. Get those likes to match. All right. I know that's right, Lee. Betty says, okay, you guys are speaking. Thought it was court order to not discuss personal things online about the kids. Well, Martell said, child of God, that him and MommaD, or it was he made the final decision, and we're going to find it out during the season that the kids will not be filming till they get of age, okay? And he said it was his decision. He ain't said nothing about no court. Now, we know Martell, we know Martell. Martell always likes to prove that I'm a super daddy, okay? I'm the super dad. And if this happens, is you gonna keep the same energy for Ariana? Can Baby Knox be on TV but not the other kids, or do Ariana get special treatment because she Ariana and Melody? See, the only reason why Ariana get all the treatment that she gets from you as the father is because Melody don't need you and Ariana do, in my opinion, right? The moment that Ariana step out into who she is as a young lady and as a woman, you're going to quickly start to pull back and want to drag her in court too, because now she's stepping into her own identity. But as long as she needs you to think, talk, poop, pee, anything of that nature for her, you're going to continue to grant her grace as you will consider it. But you ain't no Jesus, so you ain't giving no real grace. But listen, I digress. Okay, so with that being said, I want to know if this is all true and if you made the final decision, which we know people that's logical and realistic, we know that you did not make that final decision. Either the judge ordered you or y'all, collectively to make that decision, or Melody decided, you know what, for right now, let's just take a break from social media, okay? So either way, we just want to know if you're going to keep the same energy for Miss Ariana. Can Baby Knox film? And I just thought this little picture of Melody on that vacation was very, very appropriate for this scene. And it says a lot. B-A-N what? B-A-N who? What? You better stop playing with me. You did what? You made the final decision for what? I called you. Oh, hell no. Who called you? Martell, stop playing with us. Remember he said, when he was saying that interview, when Tasha K said he gave them a call, what he said? Me and Melody are waiting on us. That's Melody. Y'all, she said, now y'all know better. Y'all know me. Ain't nobody working on nothing. This what this picture reminded me of. So I had to play it a part of the screen because her face said, you better stop playing with me and stop telling these folks all these lies, sucker. That's what the hell she looking for. So I definitely don't believe for 1 second that that her and Martell had a conversation. And I'm not saying it can't happen because ultimately, realistically, that would be the prayer that they get to a place where they can communicate effectively, positively, and healthy, right? That would be the prayer. I don't pray for it to go on like this. But the wall and the boundaries that Melody has put up, Martell has yet to accept, in my opinion. Therefore, no healthiness is going to be able to come from that because he has not been able to accept that, one, she moved on, two, she ain't checking for you, and three, you don't run her house plus yours, okay? So that's where the gap come in at. That's where the anger comes in at, the aggression comes in at. You can't really swallow her as an independent Melody. You could only swallow her as a dependent Melody, which codependency happened between you and her. Because probably when she was with you, she depended on you more. She cared more about your opinion of what she was doing. She took it to her husband, as people do when they marry. You know what I mean? But now that she's not with you, she said, hell with your opinion. You don't got a dang old thing to say to me. I said, tell him again, Melody. No one but a fool would pay that idiot $3K. He's not worth paying $2 to interview with this dum-dum. I agree, Mary. Let me see. Child of God says, after them on the back of that truck, that was much. Absolutely. That was way too much. And the pictures that I got sent to me afterwards of the whole entire event, them allegedly walking with people that they didn't know, people that was out there for the event, and they was just carrying Sugar Mama. Listen, the C-19 thing is still here. Okay, you gotta be careful. It's hot, it's sweaty. You got girls in the back of the truck with dresses on, and they looking hot, and they were cute. Don't get me wrong, they were cute, but they weren't dressed for the occasion. I feel like you should have had them on a little bit more dressed down things, because it wasn't right. But you had them in random people's hands and stuff. It's gonna be a hell no for me, Marty Moore. Greetings all. Hi, Robin. How are you? And welcome to the chat. How is it that he is tight with Mel and he is suing her for custody and defamation, and another baby on the way with that Wolverine? Ooh, child. Hey, Lee, let me ask you a question because y'all know he said that a part of that interview. He says, Melody just called me and asked me like, Martell, are you suing me for defamation? I said, I beg to differ. I don't see her really having a conversation with you. Hold on, guys. All right. I don't see her really having a conversation with you, but the last thing she would have done was call you to confirm, are you suing me? I think she just would have been waiting for her paperwork. But listen, that's what he said, Lee. I don't know, child. Of course, he wanted to take the credit for the kids no longer being on social media when it may have been MommaD allegedly who come up with the idea, or maybe even the judge. Allegedly, Cheryl, you're absolutely right. You know he got to be the man that makes the wise decision and things of that nature. Lord have mercy. No one but a fool. Okay, I read that one. I will wait till MommaD confirm or deny about the situation with the kids. Me too, Miss Linda. Martell is not even a good dad, and a man who puts his sexual desires before his kids is not a good. It's not good, much less a great dad. I agree, Lee. Mel doesn't contact Martell at all, Mary. We all know that because the only way he contact is through her attorney and email. So he's a bold-faced lie. Ooh, child. He's saying he got a call, child. I beg the different though, but I just going, I'm going to give it to him. And he said the bloggers is eating him the hell up, and they just made up something. He was home in the bed, child, after filming. He was like the bloggers made it all up, and but he gonna look into it with his attorneys, and he gonna get to the bottom of it because they can't be going around here doing this kind of stuff. And he was in the bed, and he just got done filming, and he had a long way, and he woke up to all these emails and text messages, and a PR person is calling him. And I didn't know he had so much staff until that day, child. I said, Martell, where the hell all this staff come from? You got a PR person? Who's the PR person? Because clearly they haven't been doing a good job. Your flyers got typos on it. Good Lord, have mercy. You over here just pitting out stuff that doesn't make sense. You celebrating events 5 months from the time that they were supposed to be. Who's the PR? I didn't know you had that kind of staff. But listen, if you like it, I love it. It was a week after the incident with AC allegedly. Okay. What we talking about? I gotta go up some so I can understand and connect the dot. Vanessa, hi, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Regina in the building says, good evening, everyone. Good evening. We appreciate you for being here. Martell knows a petition is going around. Oh, I forgot about that, Lee. To get him off of the show, so he is trying to play nice. Absolutely, he is. Okay, you guys are hi Betty. You guys are speaking. 63 watching and 49 likes. Get those likes to match. Y'all almost there. It's 81 in the chat. If you have not hit the like button, go on out and hit the like button. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed. I promise you won't be disappointed. I was laughing because somebody told me in the chat earlier in the comment section that I basically didn't finish my sentences. But no, you haven't been here long enough to know that I fast paced and I really talk fast, and I cannot help that. However, it's just one of those things that Stephanie said in the beginning. If it's not good for you, just exit. Why you always gotta say something? Just shut the hell up. You know what I mean? But to each his own. If I talk fast, you can't keep up. Listen, it's okay. I don't take no offense to it. It's all right. You guys are speaking. I still think this interview was recorded sometime last month. Okay, that's what she was responding to. Okay. I still think this interview was recorded sometime last month because when he spoke of the allegations with AC, he spoke the other day when he said Mel called him yesterday. Those rumors were last month. Okay, Betty, makes a lot of sense. Yes, I heard it, and that meant never. Okay. Martell don't seem to get that MommaD no longer is checking for him anymore. Yet in his mind, MommaD called him. Yes, child, he dreaming about MommaD, in my opinion. All that fool was talking about Mel, so all he said in the interview is make up a fantasy world. Lee, I agree. He couldn't even talk about himself. You guys are speaking to Ms. Linda. I got y'all. Okay. Let me read a couple more comments, and I'm gonna move on to the next topic. Exit stage left. Exactly, child of God. Bless you and your journey. Absolutely. Hey, pretty brown eyes. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. He probably don't want the Eminem kiddos on TV because every time he posts them, yes. Who said that? Maria. I agree. I agree. But see, if it benefited him and them always talking about when he asked little Tank, when he asked Tank, like, hey Tank, isn't your dad a good dad? And Tank laugh or do something like that when he turn around and do the Tank. No, don't laugh. That ain't funny. They talk about your dad. Well, let that child laugh. If you think it's funny, it's funny. But you only want them on the TV and to be seen when it's benefiting you and they're praising the shoes that you walk in every day. But as long as they're being honest about their feelings, and the kids are very smart, so they're definitely going to be honest and give it to you 100. You don't like that, so you're afraid of what's going to the hell come out their mouth. That ninja lying, period. Miss Sheree said that he lying, period. Okay, we ain't gonna keep talking about it. He's a lie. He knew he was taken to the police station and given a citation along with Wolverine. Yeah, I know that something happened. I'm just not sure what or to what extent, but definitely something happened. You better preach. I got you, boo, all day, every day. Why will Mel ask Martell anything when she has her lawyer on speed dial? That's what they, child. That's what they be saying, child of God. 82 watching and 68 likes. Get those likes up. Come on, guys. Let's go. All right. The kids not being on social media anymore sounds like something Melody suggested due to Martell having the kids watching Knox allegedly and using the kids as clickbait like he says about the bloggers. Cheryl, I agree. I don't think that he's brave enough to say, hey, let's just put a chuck in this right now. Let's just put a pin in it. We will definitely come. I don't think that he's brave. I don't think so. If it did, I apologize. But if it did, and I'm going to stick with, I just don't think he's bright enough. Hey, Char and Chatters, I don't believe anything that the BAN says on period. Me either, child. Me either. Sarita in the building, make it do what it do, what it do. Ms. Char, you are a great commentary and you hit the nail on the hammer. Nothing but lies, lies, lies in Martell interview. I agree. Thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate you. Mel needs to continue to use a third party with any contact with Martell. Yeah, Lee, I agree. I don't think she's, cuckoo enough to even have a conversation with him because she knows that one, if she ever have a conversation with him, we know it's going to be recorded. That bro will pull out the tape recorder immediately. Okay, he always got the tape recorder on ready. So she knows not to have a conversation with him. I think she already done. She knows him times 10. She would have been with him longer than all of us. Okay, so she knows what kind of stuff he keeps doing. He's going to show his little. Listen, with stuff in the underwear. Listen, Mary, this is what I was going to say. When he said on that interview yesterday that, TV is for adults and he don't think that his children should be on there, that's the first thing I thought about it. Well, if you're talking about the kids, what they might see, how they're going to see it, what do you think they're going to see when they see your little pet that was stuffed with socks allegedly when they see you on that promo? Okay, we just called Ariana a lie the other day when she said her kids are not privy enough to social media and she has a block on all that. And she was in the car talking about Paris was on TikTok. So we know dang on well that you're not monitoring the kids like you said you are as well. The kids are going to see their daddy with his pants down. And they're going to say, Dad, why did you stuff your ping ping with some socks? Daddy, I don't remember seeing you like that. All right, you're going to have some questions to ask. So you got to be careful of the things you do for social media or the TV because sometimes that stuff come back and bite you in the booty and you can't, and there's no return. You know what I'm saying? So I really strongly encourage you to keep the same energy when it's your turn. Okay? He's going to show his little, okay, we already talked about that one. It's illegal for kids to ride in the back of the pickup truck unsecure. And Cynthia, he knows that. He was steady smiling. I'm like, dang, can the kids get some shine? And whoever the lady was that was in the back seat, she should have put her in the trunk. I'm sorry, but the kids should have all been in the back seat, and whoever extra grown folks that was there, you should have got Sugar Mama or Knox, whoever the child was in the front. I guess that was fine for the speed that they was going and for the event that they was going. Okay, just say that. But if there's anything, put 2 car seats in the back, and them grown folks should have been all on the truck. None of them kids should have been in the back of that truck, and that's point blank. Period. Can't have an interview without calling Mel's name throughout the entire interview. Hey, lovely, how are you? And welcome to the chat. I agree with you. Char, he was lying all the time. He doesn't know how to be honest. Shalad G says hi. He's going to drag. He's getting dragged because he makes differences between the Eminem kids and Knox. Yes, he does. That's why he don't want the kids on social media. I agree. And I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but I will put your name in a blender and chop it the hell up. No harm intended. All right, Martell is putting out a line of underwear, and clearly is he? Child, listen. Clearly he has not learned how to keep his drawers on yet. Wow, I didn't know that, Cynthia. You told me something new. At least he's gonna do something that contributes to his body because the first thing I would have did if I was struggling anything financially was use your body as you work out times 10. Use that. It's a bunch of pick me's all over your page that will love to see them tune in and watch you work out. That's your check right there. Go cash it and stop trying to cash in melodies, in my opinion. No one but a fool would pay that idiot $3K. He's not worth paying $2 to interview. Okay, I think I read that one, Mary. All right, all right, all right. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Where's my phone at? I had my phone. Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. I'm like, where's my phone at? I had my phone. All right, all right, all right. Pretty Brown Eyes says he's only one that puts the kids in harm's way. He introduced them to every car, dog. Wait a minute, hold on. Where you go, Pretty Brown Eyes? Puts the kids in harm's way. He introduced them to every car, dog. He needed them for a storyline. I agree, Pretty Brown Eyes. Miss Sheree says, Lee, I was thinking the same thing. He is a munch, and she spoke negative about their mother. I missed something, but I'm gonna have to go back up to find out. Oh, here we go. Martell has a whole lot of more to worry about than his kids seeing him in underwear. All of that filth Ariane put on the internet about their bedroom activity is horrible. I agree. That's what Miss Sheree is talking about. I told you I missed something, honey. Mary is cracking up, honey. It's gonna be a no for me. Martell needs to shut up because he kept those kids on live when it was his week. Now he don't want them on live. Please, boy, bye. All right. Hi, Just Tripping. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Char. Hi, Char. Chat. Martell ain't about nothing. This man probably didn't pay Martell nothing. This was a trial run. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Just Tripping. Mel put a stop. Let me see. A stop to that. BA. I know he did. He didn't want that. Okay, Pretty Brown Eye, I got you. He didn't want that. She definitely did. Shawnee says it is the same worm over BS. Warm over BS. He heard it all before. The obsession with melody is real. I agree with you. Welcome to the chat. Patricia says, hello, Char, y'all. What's up, Patricia E? Welcome to the chat. The kids are his only, where's it at? Only redeeming quality is still backfire. I agree. He was trying to make it look like Little Helmet. Wait a minute. Little Helmet was also an M. I love that, Mary. I like the way you put that. I was like, Little Helmet, I got you, though. It took me a minute. I got you. Let me see. He was trying to make it look like Little Helmet was also an Eminem kid, and he's not. I got you, babes. I agree. I don't think that was fair either, given the circumstances of where Little Helmet came from. I agree. A trial run. Okay, 88 watching and 86 likes. Good job, chat. 34 minutes and 2 out. 1 hour live. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate you. That ninja lies all the time. Hey, Lizzie, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Mary White said, Mary, let me see. Hold on, where it go? Mary White, exactly. I still believe the judge may have allegedly ruled the kids not to be on social media due to them being in therapy and interrupting their progress, allegedly, in my opinion. Cheryl makes a whole lot of sense. Let's move along to the man that likes sleeping with a kid, allegedly, in my opinion. I know y'all got something to talk about. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? So, hold on 1 second because I want to make sure that I pull it up. Let's see. I want to make sure I pull up the right one because this guy right here, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to say his name because he hurt my soul so bad, honey. I don't even want to have a conversation about Mr. Marques Houston, okay? And you know, at least recently he had hit the social media headlines because people had a lot to say about this fellow that was running around here talking about he got a spiritual connection with his now 19-year-old wife, but she was 17 when they started to have a conversation. Now, in my head, I know that me and my 19 or 20-year-old really can't sit down at the same table, not because they are my children, but because we have nothing in common. I am the parent and they are the child. There's nothing that they could tell me that I didn't already do. Right now, I'm respectful to all children' opinions, whether they're young adults, whether they're adolescents, whatever that is. But let alone to have intercourse with a 17-year-old, or he blamed it on a spiritual connection, and then he turned around and said that they didn't have any type of relation until this individual was of age. Very beautiful young lady. Where is her parents? Because my kids wasn't even letting my daughter up the street with you, okay? You wasn't even coming to my door before mine is going to kick up on you, okay? You were coming here to see who. I don't give a dang on what kind of money you got. I don't give a dang on who you talking about. I don't care what you know. My daughter not dating no 36, 35-year-old man, okay? And after I get done with you, my kids was going to rally the hell up and we was going to get it all done. Point blank, period. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't even know how this happened, but this reminds me of the R. Kelly story. And I'm not saying that he is the R. Kelly, or to the extent of R. Kelly, but it reminds me how allegedly some of those parents were selling those young girls off for a record deal, to have money in their pocket, or to be, so their child could be famous, of anything of that nature. And then they did not allow these children to be children. So instead, they allowed their child to be basically taken advantage of. You know what I mean? I ain't find it funny. I don't find it cute. Talking about we have a spiritual connection. That's what I love most about her. You don't even know her, bro. You don't know her. You don't even know yourself. Because here's the thing. When a young man and an old man, in this case, go for a child like that, it's because your background says that a real woman wouldn't allow you to do the silliness that you're doing to this child. You are messing with this child, in my opinion, because you know that you can manipulate her to do and say what you want her to do. And she might not have a bark, but a bark like Char, because my bark like a roar. You know what I mean? Like I'm coming through like a maniac. You feel what I'm saying? Like you ain't going to say what the hell you want to say, let alone do what the hell you want to do to me. Okay, but most men in your category, in my opinion, go for these little kids because, and she's a little kid, call it what the hell you want to, and they was eating him the hell up in the comments, as they should have. We had a couple people in there saying, oh, well, she's, my mom and my dad been together for X amount of years, so what? Yada, 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 yada. I don't give a dang on how old you were when your mom and your dad been together and it worked out. I'm sorry to tell you, but your mommy or your daddy was allegedly looking at children. It is what the hell it is, okay? Because that's what happened. My eyes won't look at a 19-year-old boy, okay? When my nieces or my nephews or my friends from out of town or my brother's girlfriend's sons come over that's of age, I'm not even looking at these kids who, might I add, are very handsome children. But I'm not looking at them like, oh, I know they could do some things in the bedroom. I know they spiritually connected. Oh, and our emotions just touched one by one. I touched them and I felt the wrath of God. Stop playing with me. And I said what I said, and I'll say it again till I'm red, and y'all know I'm black as hell. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, stop playing with me. Stop making excuses for people picking up on little girls. And bottom line, I don't approve of it. And where's the parents at? I need to know. Let me see what y'all saying. Woo! Y'all know I had a mouthful for the brother. That wife is still on the missing child list since she was 15. Ooh, Cynthia, let me ping you. See, y'all telling me some stuff. I just was here to get my opinion, but y'all gonna let me know. Okay, that wife is still on the missing child list since she was 15. She's been living with their manager, Stokes, and groomed to be with that old man. Wow. Grooming that child. Exactly. Demonic. Say it again. Talking about our spirits just intertwine. When? How? Tell me when. How did they intertwine? If you didn't have a conversation nor had any type of relationships with her, how did you find that out at 19 when you've been talking to the girl since she was 17? Because most men would have been like, little girl, please. What the hell can a little girl do for me? She can't even slob you down the way you desire. What are you talking about? Okay? I'm going to say you was looking for somebody that was going to be dumb enough to give it to you when they were exhausted. The dumb enough to believe your lies. Dumb enough to be manipulated by the way you want them to do things, okay? And I'm fascinated by their nails being done. Fascinated by a Louis Vuitton bag. Hell, I already got all that. I don't need you to do a dang on thing for me. But see, you're not looking for a grown woman because a grown woman wouldn't tolerate your foolishness. So you definitely picked up and grabbed this little girl who you understood as people were saying in the comments. I see y'all saying in the comments that she was on a runaway list. So that would be a perfect individual for this situation. A broken, damaged, you know what I mean? Weak, destroyed, emotionally distraught, cannot deter from boyfriend love to love of your parents. You don't know the difference, so you're associating your type of relationship or him, giving you any type of affection, associating that with your parents' love. And then you want to turn around and talk about a spiritual connection. She's spiritually connected to your penis, I'm sure. Bastard, you're nasty, you're disgusting. And this is a hell no for me. And the fact that you got on online and made a speech, you should have just kept your dang on mouth shut because you made it that much work. And I don't like you for that. Let a nigga try to come over here and date my 17-year-old who's about to be 18 in 2 months. See if my boys don't meet him at the front door. Point blank, period. And if one is in Connecticut when it's going down, I guarantee you he had a bus ticket to be home so that we can make this go away real fast. You understand it? I guarantee you that, because nobody in their right mind should allow their children to be in this kind of damage. Stop playing with me. Whew. Martell was mad because Knox can't film. MommaD was not going to let Martell or Coleslaw make money on of her children on YouTube. I got you, Stephanie. Marques Houston was so handsome. I remember when he was on Sister. That's the first thing I thought about, Lee. Sister. Let me see. Sister. Playing Roger. Go home, Roger. I hate this thing. What was done to him? Yes, that's what I was thinking about. Because you don't normally think to go this route unless you had some form of trauma. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he did. It's all allegedly in my opinion. I'm just giving you those some thoughts that could happen. And the fact that you made a whole speech, bro, just shut the hell up. You know what I mean? I'm going to miss them too, but it's for the best. Martell will always use his kids for clickbait and pick mess. And they have no business babysitting not, so I understand. I agree, Cheryl. Right, I read about it. He kept her to groom her. R. Kelly vibes. It is and doing, honey. Tell me y'all got a spiritual connection. Hell out my face, bro. Get out my face. Why is Chris Stokes not in jail like R. Kelly? He groomed and essayed those little boys. Some have to come out to tell it. I agree with you. I agree. Why ain't you? I hope they get them all. Lock them up. Maybe you'll set an example for all the ones that think they're getting away with something. Fact, Char, shaking my head. You know it, Jess Strickland. Mel probably put that mess to rest after seeing her daughter sitting in the back of that flatbed truck and Sugar Mama in the back seat without being in a car seat. Martell wants to play great dad no more. Exactly. I love it. CRJ, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Martell is a proven liar, so I'll never believe anything he has to say. Okay, I know that's right. Call a thing, ace, and a spade. Why not? Grooming that child. Exactly. Hell out of here. All this nonsense you got going on. I was 17 when this 39-year-old man and friend of my family tried to date. Wait a minute, I like this comment. Hold on. To date my friend of my family tried to date. Wait a minute. I was 17 when this 39-year-old man and my friend of my family tried to date me. My father grabbed him up. Wait a minute. Grabbed him up by the collar as he should when he came back to our house and shook him like a rags out and told him if he, I guess the rest of that cut off meant her, but I definitely understand as he should. That's exactly what should happen to all men. Why are we flaunting and being a part of foolishness? Yes, they are going to do what they want to do ultimately, but as long as you keep fighting, and let me tell you something, men like him, they hate the fact that you got a father, okay? They hate the fact you got a father. They hate the fact that you got somebody that loves you. So they come in and try to sabotage those things and those relationships so that you could be all theirs and brainwashed by them so that you don't realize or recognize the love that you once had or continue to have. You know what I mean? I don't like it. Told him better not look at me. I know that's right. Tell him again, Mensa. Stephanie says, hi, Char. Hi. It's alleged that the children are still with Mel and he only gets them for a week. Wow. Chris Stokes is the devil and messed all over all those boys, immature, B2K, all of them. Wow. Spiritual, sure, I like that language. Let me pin you for a minute, boo. Spiritual, my A. He had more than a spiritual connection with her. That's disgusting for a man in his late 30s to connect with a 17-year-old. He'd be cuffed if it was my daughter. Said, sure, I love people that can connect with me. Make it plain. Pit is behind bars. Why is he, listen, of course he's talking about of age. Yeah, it's convenient now because you married her when she was of age, but you definitely was messing with her when she was 17. Get the hell out of here talking about the first thing I did was connect with her spiritually, and that's what I loved about her the most. No, you liked her immature boobs. You liked her immature, her fresh poom poom. Okay, you liked her little, her innocent cuckoo. Stop playing with me. And we're gonna call a thing, ace, and a spade a spade. It is what the hell it is. You tripping, and I don't like it. Was so handsome. Okay, I read that one. All right. My father would let boys come to our house. I had my first boyfriend when I graduated from would let boys come to our house. I had my first boyfriend when I graduated from high school at 17 years old. Good father, mentor. That's what I'm talking about. They don't make him like that no more. Slow Saw posted a pic on herself on a broke tail's bed. What? Sheree, what are you doing? When was this? Mirando. Hi, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but I'm going to try my best. I love you anyway. All right, but when was this? Sheree don't care because it's all made up story and fairy tale land anyway. He's another R. Kelly, and we're gonna call a thing, ace, and a spade. And I can't believe that he was sitting here making excuses for why he had his peen on this little behind girl. Why are you spiritually connected to this little behind girl? Hell out of my face with that. I'm not buying it. I don't buy it. I don't like it. I just don't. I just can't believe that he is over here making all these excuses and nobody came in to rescue, this young lady and tell her, don't do that. Don't get yourself wrapped up in this foolishness. You know what I mean? Nobody gonna say nothing. Y'all just gonna let this little girl just be railroaded and take advantage of. Nobody gonna say, baby, come on home with me. Nobody got nothing to say. Oh, hell no, because I would have been the first one to say to him, to his face, if I'm at this event, go home. This ain't what you want. Go home. This is what you want. But you sitting here talking about a spiritual connection with this little behind girl. Hell on my face. And you made a whole statement like so the bigger dummies could come behind you and agree with you on this foolishness. You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Mutual friends and everything like that. Me and my wife's situation is a little different. How we met, through mutual friends and everything like that. When I met my wife, she was 17. So, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, she was of age. And, it's, people don't understand it. And I got a lot of backlash for marrying someone else 19.
Sure.
And, when we did finally start to talk, I was like, this woman is like me. And she was just like, when I would talk to her, she just, for one, we had a spiritual connection. And I feel like that's the most important thing. We both love God.
You're lying. You don't even know who God is.
And that was key. And being able to start being around her and talking to her and talking to, like, we got it. We connected through music. And
she don't do no music. Stop playing.
Her spirit, her kindness, her heart reminds me a lot of
my. Let me play it for one more time for the ones in the back. One more time for the ones in the back that keep talking about something. My parents did this too, and your daddy was sick too. Bottom line.
Me and my wife's situation is
one more time for the ones in the back.
How we met, through mutual friends and everything like that. When I met my wife, she was 17. So, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, she was of age. And, it's, people don't understand it. And I got a lot of backlash for marrying someone else 19. And, when we did finally start to talk, I was like, this woman is like me. And she was just like, when I would talk to her, she just, for one, we had a spiritual connection. And I feel like that's the most important thing. We both love God. We both love Jehovah. And that was key. And being able to start being around her and talking to her and talking to, like, we got it. We connected.
Say it again, Stephanie.
And, her spirit, her kindness, her heart reminds me a lot of my wife's situation.
Y'all heard it from him. Shout out to the Shade Room for that clip. All right, listen. And he said it, that they spiritually connected. I ain't sleep with her I ain't connect with her until she was of age. He was very careful with his words, just in case somebody mama come out the woodwork and sue the hell out of his Okay, he deserved. It is trifling. Put a bunch of vomiting emojis in the chat, just in case he run across this video ever. We can say you nasty, you're disgusting, you busted, and you disgusting. You ain't know how to land your nut in the right place, so you landed on a 17-year-old child. Disgusting. Say it again. Disgusting. I bet she probably eating out of the palm of your hand because she's a broken child allegedly, right? And you're listen. I feel so bad for her because her life is going to be a living hell. This is only the beginning. Right now, it's like, oh, he's my Prince Charming. He got me a bunch of Louis Vuitton bags. He got me what is it called? A bunch of designer stuff. And he takes me on flights and he tells me when to come in. And he's always home when I come home because he set the time. So he's done doing this dirt now. Children are supposed to play with children, not adults. And adults are supposed to play with adults, okay? But listen, you do what's best for you, all right? I hope it work out for you because I really hope that God will save you from what you're about to experience. You are a baby walking into an adult world where you have no idea what you're about to experience. No idea. All right, y'all know I'm 51 minutes in, but I'm gonna run with it today because I got a little bit more I gotta talk about, Lee. I'm here for it. Okay. Yes, you as a child, probably from a broken home. Yes, Stephanie, it's obvious. You know they prey on the weak, right? The vulnerable. They prey on them. They pick them out of a crowd and say, "Oh, that's it. That's the one with the red tag on her." That's what they do, and that's exactly what he did, in my opinion. So she married her daddy. Woo, child, I love y'all. Blue Paul Campbell, I believe you because I read about it and it's just sad. Okay, I missed something, but I'm gonna go back up. Um, how come a lot of these young girls are Jehovah lovers allegedly? I don't know, Eva. Hi, welcome to the chat. I don't know, but that's a good question. Um, hi Sandra, welcome to the chat. She's still 18 and 19. Absolutely. My 19-year-old is still like, Mom, where's dinner at? What the hell are y'all talking about? She's a baby. She still be calling her mom downstairs. Mom, where's dinner? Mom, where are you? Mom, when you coming home? What the hell is she doing laid up married with this grown behind man? Woo, child. Mm. Okay, there go. Blue Paul Campbell says, taken from LA, only them married to him. Wait a minute. Only to marry him back in LA. Make it make sense. She's a girl with soul, in my opinion. He's just nasty, disgusting, and a perv. Sound about right in our opinion. CRJ is vomiting, honey. Allegedly, that's right, Stephanie. Put that allegedly on there, honey. Stamp it. Allegedly, you're lying and you slept with that girl. Yes, he did, Stephanie. He know he lying. He don't even sound believable. Because let me tell you something. Something that's truthful, you don't got to keep making the bed. The bed has already been made. Why you keep undoing the bed and making it again? Because you're lying, in my opinion. Isn't that sad that he wants to hurt her more? Okay, we read that one. Her more that he loves those kids. In my opinion, it is very sad. Um, oh, Diana Rose showed the pic of the slow saw. Okay, I gotta go check it out. I love Diana Rose. I would have her your A arrested. I don't care how famous you think you are. Say it again, Stephanie. Up under the jail, play with mine. He's sick to even speak on this. In my opinion, absolutely, honey. Y'all, this girl taken from her mom by CPS, then adopted by Clear Woman in Oregon, but they have her as a runaway. Wow, that's what they said. It's sad. I'm sure, and children don't know what not to speak on, so I'm sure she probably was having a conversation like, yeah, I ran away from my. He was like, bingo, got her. This the one right here, the weakest link in the building, and then he grabs her A up. That's what they do. They listen while you don't think that they're listening. Okay. Um, I'm sure she was frustrated, but that's Martell wanted. He wanted, wait a minute, that's what Martell wanted. He wanted to see her stressed and pressed about it. Martell will do anything to get a reaction out of her. I agree. We can call a dog, just nasty. Say it again, Mary. I agree. Mentor says the janitor in the building gave me $20 and I ran the house and showed it to my mother. I was 12 years old. My father went to his house. Ooh, I love your father. Child, your father understood the assignment. Protect, 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 protect. Um, your father went to his house and knocked him back and knocked him back into the house when he came to the door. And that's what fathers should do. More should protect their children. Martell was the only great dad in his wait a minute. Martell was only a great dad in his own mind. I agree, Lee. All only spirit he felt was a demonic spirit. Make it plain, child of God. Let him know again. He's another R. Kelly. It looks that way to me, allegedly, honey. Slow posted. Okay. Oh, I was going through them comments. Let's move along. Let's get on to the love and hip hop drama, child. Let's get into it. Big Scrappy, okay? Did I post it? Okay, that's Scrappy with his fine self. Lord have mercy. He's fine, but he smoked too much for me, honey. I can't do nothing with a Scrappy, and Scrappy can't do nothing for me, honey. Okay, he around in these streets. But anyway, so you know that the big video that's surfing of him and Sierra is out here, and you know Sierra is giving him to business. You know that him and Big Bambi been going through some stuff, and Bambi is over there taking care of them children, and Scrappy is out here allegedly running these streets. And while Scrappy was with his wife, he was like, "I'm riding with my wife." But the moment that Scrappy want to do whatever he want to do, he runs back to his mom, who compensates his behavior and make excuses for his behavior and don't mind him being less of a man. So he runs back and let his mom, you know, sing him happy birthday and throw him all the parties and post them online and try to make Big Bammy mad, okay? Bammy says, oh, we all can play this game. Let me call in for the babysitter and I'm going to go do my thing in the club. So she goes and she had this type of thing going on with, you know, she goes to the club and she had fun and she called in babysitter. She's doing some photo shoots and she's doing a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? So she's doing a whole bunch of stuff, and you know, that led to them possibly, you know, getting a divorce or preparing for divorce. And I'm sure this is what happened. So Bambi and Sierra are friends, and Bambi tells Sierra probably exceedingly and abundantly too much, right? And by her doing that, Sierra took it upon herself. When I see this JoJo, I got a couple words with him. Sis was all up in his face, like, yo, listen, let me tell you something. If you ever come for mine, I'ma ride your tail every single day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my friend and I ain't going nowhere and I'm here to stay. I said, oh, you that kind of friend. You a ride or die friend. But what really blew my mind is the fact that Bammy didn't correct her friend. Now, I don't care what the hell your husband and you got going on. You know you still banging your husband allegedly, and in my opinion, because you ain't over that thing yet. That thing got you stupid, in my opinion. But listen, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that allegedly you still sleeping with bro. You know what I mean? So Sierra's out there going like full throttle for you. She like, that's my friend. You ain't gonna keep embarrassing my friend. I'm not saying that's what she's saying. That's just what the clip looked like she was saying because I couldn't hear the words, right? So you know, I can only imagine what she was saying for him. She was riding for her friend. The problem come in, her friend did not get up and say, I don't want you having a conversation with my man about our personal relationship or the conversation that we had. Because here's the thing, when I decide to go slobbing back on my man, wing wing, you will still be mad and I'm going to be A-okay, all right? I done got a dose of that thing and I'm feeling all right. You know what I mean? And you're going to still be mad. So let's just keep what we talked about a little personal. And if you can't handle that and know how to decipher the two and keep one on one shelf and the other on the other shelf, then maybe we should just cut this portion of communication and we'll just be friends with no type of emotional support that was needed from me, right? So Bambi never came back and corrected her friend. So Mama D gets online and Mama D says, well, you know I was coming. I'm the queen of the phone and I serve a king, which is my son, Big Scrappy. All right. So she says, listen, this is what it is. I like Sierra and all, but y'all know I'm riding for my son. I said, I hear you. Y'all know Mama D sidebar. Mama D just had a funeral for her dog. Child, Lord have mercy, the dog that had a funeral. All right, but listen, if you like it, I love it because I love my dog too. I'm just not going as far as putting them up under the ground. All right, but listen, to each his own. So Mama D basically get online and says, you will find out. The reason why you acted like that, Sierra, is because you only know one side. But when you find out what kind of HOE my daughter-in-law is, you're gonna be mad you stuck up for her. Okay? Because you know that Mama D keep putting her out there anyway, talking about who she sleep with, child, and how many times she did it, and who think she sucked, and when she didn't come home, and you don't mean no goodness for my son, and she don't know why the hell her son married you. He should have been over there with Shay Shay. Okay? Now I say, Mama D, why don't you mind your business, you little Wanda Jr., or should I say Wanda Senior? Child, listen. I say mind your business because here's the thing. You be all worked out and ready to play Captain Save a Hoe, and when your son is ready and tired of running these streets, he gonna go right back home to his wife, and maybe his wife will let him through them same doors if she ain't laid up. Cause see, I hope they ain't stupid enough to think that you home twiddling your thumb, and it definitely don't hope that he's stupid enough to think that she would be home waiting for him, because that is the most stupidest thing I ever heard. Ain't nobody home waiting for nobody. Everybody getting their thing in, okay? But that's what I'm saying. So Mama D is involved, but she calmed down a little bit. She just basically saying, Sierra, you only know one side. You're riding for your holy behind friend, and your holy behind friend is doing some effed up things behind the scene. Okay, so we here for whatever. We just trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? But so that's the altercation was going on with them. I thought it was newsworthy because it's the same old thing. MommaD won't stay in her place. Bambi is always trying to play, whoa, it's me. Sierra is over there in somebody's business instead of worrying about her own business with her and her man and why she can't let him be a whole man and why she gotta be the man and the guy. Girl, let that man take care of you. All right. So she ain't used to being, having a whole man, so she can't handle that. So they allegedly is broken up right now. Okay. And Scrappy's gonna always be the hoe that he is. I wouldn't have married him, but listen, to each his own. It's the same thing over there with the other cousin of his that's married to oh man, what is the name? Kendra, right? Kendra and the other guy. I forget his name, but it's the same thing. Nobody is really doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like these were men that's really out here. You paying their child support, you paying their bills. They can't offer you nothing. You think you got something greater because you put a ring on it? Girl, no, you about to get worse than what you started with. Don't marry that thing. But that's all I really got to say. Let me see what y'all saying. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. All right. You wrong. He's not a part of the B2K. It's another group of three singers. He's a part of a group where the kid had an eye patch because Brandy put his eye out. Okay. Young Jock. Oh, that's it, Pretty Brown Eyes. I could not remember that name, but I remember her name, Kendra. All right. Thank you, Pretty Brown Eyes. I appreciate that. Scrappy will not keep it white as long as his mom is involved. Yeah, little Wanda Senior. Just sit the hell down and get out them folks' business. I can't feel sorry for her because he was with Erica. Mm, mm. I agree. He was with Erica when she got with him. I agree. Scrappy has mama issues. Yes, he does. And ain't nothing a grown woman could do with him unless he wants to deal with the stuff that he got going on. I can really feel sorry for her because she got with him when he was with Erica. I agree, Stephanie. Scrappy never defends her against his mom. He don't. I agree. Says he was lead singer with this group B2K, and he also the movie You Got Served. Okay, Mary White. They should be a father like James from Good Times, right? Those fathers back in the day didn't play with those clowns at all. Sandra Johnson, I agree. Roger is sick and he is with a child, and he is. He was Roger on Sister Sister. Yes, he was, Sandra. Martell understand that the first time he cheated on his kid's mom, he wasn't being a good dad. I agree, CRJ. Little Scrappy. Yes, that was him, honey. That was him. Hey, JT Zion, what's up? What happened to the councilman from Huntsville Walmart situation? They fired him, child. He ain't nothing to talk about no more. They got rid of him. Will someone tell me who this man is? Which one, Lee? Oh, I think somebody told you, Little Scrappy. Yeah, Little Scrappy is from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Hotel Melody isn't cheating for you or isn't checking for you, not at all, Stephanie. So she's a runaway. Yes, that's why he was able to pick her out with the orange tag on her, honey. Pick me, pick me. She came right off that boat from the ones that be trafficking the kids, and they got special signs on them and special marks on them, let people know this is the one. Yeah, she came off of that, in my opinion. He's a predator. He have done all of that he wants to do out there those in those streets. Now he wanted to take over this girl life, and the day going to come, she's going to say, where did I go wrong? Where's her mom? I agree, Patricia E. That's the same exact thing I said. I've been saying it the whole time we're talking about him. He's lucky she didn't have an older brother step forward. He's being to be seeing the stars, the spirit, and the whole nine. Exactly, honey, because mine was coming. What needs to be looked into is the Jehovah Witness Church. Child, listen, that's another story for another day. Anita, hi, welcome to the chat. He's lying. This man scared to tell the truth. He has met her when she was a child, and her mother also. They hid her because she was a runaway. Wow. I blame her trash A family for allowing this nastiness. Will be watching her tell all interviews with a Gail King in 10 years. Oh, yeah, definitely. He knows he knows doggone well he does not study the Bible at all. They love to put it on God. Stop embarrassing my God like that. He's studying going. Who said that? Eva, hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I can. Vulnerable girls, absolutely. A 30-something-year-old man has nothing in common with a teenager. He is old enough to be her dad. I agree, Lee. Well, listen, if you are hearing the sound of my voice trafficking those young girls, I agree. And you have not hit the like button, go ahead and hit that like button. If you are not subscribed, you might as well go ahead and subscribe because you've been with us this long. You've been enjoying yourself. So go ahead and subscribe. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. If you are not following me on IG or Facebook, it's Healthy Living with Char. Go on over here and hit that follow button, look through a couple contents, and hit that like button while you're at it. Listen, I love you, checkmates. Until next time, but I got to go. Bye.